This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and, behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of great millstone, who well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 14, is that I came across this article today brought to you by RT News, where the title speaks for itself. And this is a clear indicator that we're getting close to nuclear war. We're getting close to when all hell breaks loose here on this planet. And this is all done through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because prophecy has to be fulfilled and judgment must be pronounced on the world. So let's get into this article. The threat of a nuclear war between the United States and Russia is now at its greatest since 1983. Right, so for all those that still think we're not in a Cold War, you just haven't been paying attention. We're clearly in a Cold War and it's about to go hot, nuclear hot. When the commander of NATO says he is a fan of flexible first strike at the same time that NATO is flexing its military muscle on Russia's border, the risk of inadvertent nuclear war is real. The United States Air Force General Todd D. Wolters told the Senate this week he is a fan of flexible first strike regarding NATO's nuclear weapons, thereby exposing the fatal fallacy of the alliance embrace of American nuclear deterrence policy. Right. So they're literally saying out of their own mouth, they're going against their own nuclear deterrence policy. You want proof? Well, let's hear this general say it. General Wolters, right here. This is who said it in front of the Senate hearing for the fiscal year 2021 defense budget. So listen to what Senator, what's her name? Senator, I think that the article has it right here. Fisher, that's her name. This woman, this female senator, asks him a question, and watch this general's response, this Edomite general's response.
And what are your views, sir, on adopting a so-called no first use policy? Do you believe that that would strengthen deterrence?
So this senator, Fisher, is asking him, will you adopt the no first use policy, meaning preemptive strike, for deterrence? And in fact, let's go into that word deterrence. The root of it is deterrent. It means, this is from etymology, it says, having the power or tendency to deter, that which deters or tends to deter. In Bentham, from Latin, deterrentem, present participle of deterre, to frighten from, discourage from D, which is away, terror, frightened, filled with fear. Right. So, in other words, the way the deterrent policy has been conducted since nuclear war has been put on the planet, nuclear weapons have been put on the planet, right, is the, hey, if you shoot your nukes, I'm going to shoot my nukes. All right? And you think your nukes are going to do damage, my nukes are going to do 10 times much damage. And that was that fear of pushing away nuclear war. But now, in 2020, which is spiritual because this is 2020, year of prophecy, you have this general saying this. Okay? Check this out.
Senator, I'm a fan of flexible first use policy.
And do you believe?
And you see that smirk on his face? He says, I'm a fan of flexible first use policy. So totally going against the deterrent policy. Meaning that, hey, we're no longer going to do, hey, if you attack me, I'm going to attack you. I'm going to attack you first before you even think about attacking me. And that's what we're coming to. That's how we know nuclear war is coming. And you see the smirk on this general's face? And you notice, where's the mainstream media on this? You gotta literally search this thing, these videos out, man. All right? Because Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, America One News, so on and so forth, the American mainstream media will not show this footage. Because if they did, this will alarm the American people. That you have your leaders, your generals, your military, high-ranking generals, this is a general right here, all for first-use policy, meaning preemptive strike with nuclear weapons. And this is the times that we're coming to. And you see this pride on this general's face? That's why the Lord has been stirring up all these nations to go against America. And America, you're going to go down, all right, because of that pride and pomp. Let's go to Jeremiah 50 and 29. Call together the archers against Babylon. Right. Babylon is talking about America. All right. This is not talking about ancient Babylon. All ye that bend the bow. What's the bow? All right. Let's talk about the nuclear missiles. All right. Let's talk about that when it ejects out of the silos. All right. Camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work. Right. Payback according to her work. And what has America been doing on this planet? Well, it's been wreaking havoc, raising havoc. All right. All over this earth. Through lies and deception. All right. Just look at America's track record. Ever since the end of World War II. The Korean War. All right. Vietnam, Bay of Pigs, Desert Storm, Afghanistan, Iraq. And I'm not even talking about what America's been doing in South America. All right. So this is why all these nations are going to turn on America, because America's track record speaks for itself. Babylon, been nothing but raising hell. All right. The hammer of the whole earth. Overthrowing governments. Hammer of the whole earth. Jeremiah 50 and 23. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How has Babylon become a desolation among the nations? Right. All right. The key point is right here. The hammer of the whole earth. And so all these nations are seeing it, including the superpowers like Russia, China, all right? You also have the European countries, your allies, NATO, which is the beast. All right, they're seeing what you've been doing on the planet. And that's why every day all these nations are getting more angry, more pissed off. All right, with your actions, America. And you can claim all you want that you have allies. You don't, man. All right? When you see what's going on with NATO, it's mainly American soldiers on Russian borders. Very few European countries. Just Google it. Look into it. So let's go back to this. Jeremiah 50 and 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about. Let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work. Right. So not only have you been a problem among the nations, all right, you've also been a problem towards the children of Israel, okay, for what you've been doing here in America and abroad, wherever the Israelites are scattered at, all right, Babylon. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done. Do unto her, for she hath been proud against the Lord, right. And how has she been proud against the Lord? Well, you pushed out that Christianity garbage here in America, all right? You said that the Messiah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, is so-called white man. You said his chosen people are Caucasian, which is further from the truth. All right? Because the children of Israel, starting with Judah, all the way down to Issachar, all right, they're different shades of brown. And of course, you do have Israelites that are scattered among the nations that look like the other nations, but the majority of the children of Israel, which are dwelling here in America, Central, South America, they're of color, all right? They're the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans of today. And you have been proud against the Messiah and against his people, all right? You also saying that the God of the Bible doesn't exist. America, what do your school system push out? Evolution, all right? Darwinism, democracy. So this is the reason why the Lord is going to pronounce judgment and destroy you from off the face of the earth. For she had been proud against the Lord and against the Holy One of Israel. Right. Notice, against the Holy One of Israel. So, hey, that's a big deal, man. All right? So that plantation Christianity is irrelevant. 30. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith the Lord. Right? Meaning your military is going to be destroyed. Because the Russians, the Chinese, the Iranians, also NATO, all right, which makes up the European Union, the 10 horns which gave their power unto the beast, right? You can read that in Revelation 17. They're going to turn against you, right? And we're seeing already of it through the economic portion, all right, through these tariffs. 31, behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud, saith the Lord, the most high power, Yahweh of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, right? And we're in those times when the Lord is going to visit you. So you proud general right here, this little smirk, General Wolters, all right? You got a prideful spirit on you, but the Lord's going to break that real soon. All right? Your pride is going to be broken in these last days. All you generals, all you high-ranking military officials, as well as you CIA and politicians, the FBI. The Lord's going to break y'all, man. And he's doing it. Look at your country. All right? Your country is on its way out, man. 32. And the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle fire in his cities, and it shall devour all around about him. Right? The nuclear weapons, man. All right? Because you don't think the Russians are seeing this? You don't think the Russians are hearing this? All right? What did the Russians say about this? Let me get to it right here. Check this out. Says, I'll start right here. General Wolters' response was straight to the point. Senator, I'm a fan of flexible first-use policy. Under any circumstance, the public embrace of a flexible first strike policy regarding a nuclear weapons employment by the Supreme Allied Commander in Europe should generate widespread attention. when seen in the context of the recent deployment by the U.S. of a low-yield nuclear warhead on submarine-launched ballistic missiles carried on board a Trident submarine, right? Because Trump's allowed these submarines to carry low-yield nuclear warheads and do training with them and travel through the Mediterranean and the Atlantic, and the Russians see that. However, Wolters' statement is downright explosive. Add to the mix the fact the U.S. recently carried out a war game where the U.S. Secretary of Defense practiced the procedures for launching this very same low-yield weapon against a Russian target during a simulated combat between Russia and NATO and Europe, and the reaction should be off the charts, right? While you're seeing coronavirus, while you're seeing the political circus, while you're seeing uproars of the people and the economy in its current state, all right? You're also seeing these militaries, nations training, getting ready for a third world war. That's why the scripture says, maybe y'all forgot, all right? Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. You see that? It's plain, man. We're here. So let's get back to this article. There is, however, one party that paid attention to what General Wolters had to say. Russia. That's right. Here you go. In a statement to the press on February 25th, the same day as General Wolters' testimony, Sergei Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister, stated that, quote, "We note with concern that Washington's new doctrinal guidelines considerably lower the threshold of nuclear weapons use." Pretty much that what this General Wolters said, you just made matters more or worse when it comes to now the threshold of lower the threshold of nuclear weapons, meaning using nuclear weapons is more inevitable than ever before. Lower added that this doctrine had to be viewed in the light of the persistent deployment of U.S. nuclear weapons on the territory of some NATO allies and the continued practice of the so-called joint nuclear missions. All right, so there you have it. That's why these nations, all right, that's why the scripture says, call together the archers against Babylon, right? Russia, China, Iran, NATO. They're going to launch nukes at America because of how America has been conducting itself, been prideful, all right? And you can see America's pride through its military might and its force, all right? Through its CIA operatives. And that's why these nations are tired of it. They're getting tired of it. And of course, it's all spiritual through the spirit power of Yahweh Bashim Shai, because he's making these nations, he's making America, he's making Russia, he's making China, he's making Iran and NATO get angrier and angrier to the point, all right, that they all of them go at America for what? For what America has done to the children of Israel. All right, it's what because America has been the most oppressing country all over the globe, especially to the children of Israel, where they're mainly scattered at in North, Central, South America. Verse 33. See in here, and this is how the Lord said it right here. Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah, talk about the northern and southern kingdom, were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. Right. And the main oppression is right here in Babylon, America. All right. Where all the tribes are at. Okay. And so that's why the Lord's going to judge this place. That's why he's going to launch intercontinental ballistic missiles on this place via using these nations to do it. 34. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. Right. And how's he going to disquiet you? Burning this place up via nuclear weapons. Let's go to Psalms. So, you got a lot of these jokers out here talking about, well, what are you guys going to do? You keep talking about nuclear war. What's going to happen to you? Well, the Lord said this. Okay? This is what he said, all right, to the believers, all right, the elect of Israel. Psalm 7 and 8. The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity that is in me. Right. This was Shagan of David, which he sang unto the Lord concerning the words of Cush the Benjamite. Right. So this is a song. All right. And so this is what we're telling our power, through prayer. Okay. Hey, Lord, judge me according to my righteousness. All right. Yahweh Bashim El Shai, judge me according to my righteousness and according to my integrity. All right. By my works. All right. And that's what the elect of Israel are doing. Mainly, you can see here at Great Millstone pushing out this video. All right. Videos week in and week out, going on the highways and byways. You see us. What's it called? Well, you don't see us, but when we're in private, we're ourselves, the Lord sees us. Praying, okay? We fast, all right? We follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, the laws that we can keep. So this is us telling the Lord, hey, judge me according to my righteousness and according to my integrity. This that is in me, all right? So this is what we're putting all our chips in. 9. Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just. For the righteous of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai trieth their hearts and their reins. Right. So the Lord is searching the hearts of everyone. And he sees who the wicked is. And he sees who the righteous is. The just. And he's going to take care of the just, which is the elect of Israel. Which consists of mainly you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and the Americans. As well as those Israelites that are scattered among the nations that look like the other nations. 10. My defense is of the Most High, which saveth the upright in heart. You see? See, that's our defense. All right? As long as we do the work, we have faith, we believe. All right? And by us having faith and believe, that's why we do the work. The Lord's going to take care of us. That's what we believe in. That's why we do this. All right? No, we're not building a bunker. No, we're not trying to flee Babylon, America. We are putting our confidence that Yahweh Bashim Al Shai is going to take care of us in the last days when these nukes fly. 11. The Most High Power judges the righteous, and the Most High Power is angry with the wicked every day. And who is the wicked? Esau, Edom. That's why he's going to make sure this nuclear war kicks off. Okay? Because you got this like proud demon like General Wolters. Look at this proud Edomite smiling. Well, hey, you're going to get caught up in your own trap because this nuclear war is going to destroy America and destroy your military. Clown. But it's good, man. It's all part of prophecy. 12. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. Right. Let's talk about the nukes. 13. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. Let's talk about the instruments. What's that talk about? Let's talk about the nuclear weapons. Instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors, right? And who are the persecutors? That's you Edomites. So, you built all these nukes thinking that it's going to keep you in power, but it's actually going to take you out of power, all right? Psalm 7 and 14, behold, he travailed with iniquity and have conceived mischief and brought forth falsehood, right? Lies, deception, deceit. That's America, all right? Mischief. Look what you've done to the planet. Look what you've done to the children of Israel. All right? From transatlantic slavery all the way up to now. All right? So the Lord has got you. The Lord's got you. 15. He made a pit and digged it and falleth into the ditch which he made. Right? You made your own pit by making these weapons. These weapons of mass destructions. All right? He put the spirit on your scientists. Let me get that real quickly. He put the spirit on your scientists to build these weapons. And you're going to use it on each other. That's the funny part. Isaiah 54:19. 16. Behold, I have created a smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. Right, meaning your scientists. All right? He put the spirit on your scientists, all right, to make these weapons, to make the atom bomb, to make the nuclear weapon, okay? And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and have created the waster to destroy, right? Because you are the waster, and you're gonna destroy yourself. All right, you Edomites are on self-suicide watch. 17. Oh, the spiritual. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. Right. So you rising up against us, pushing out these propaganda pieces and saying that the Israelites, or you like to call it so-called black Hebrew Israelites, are worse than so-called white supremacists. Hey, that's not going to stand. The Lord sees them, right? He sees who the wicked are, and it's you Edomites, right? And you're going to be judged, all right? This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord, right? Because that's our heritage. The Lord, we're the Lord's chosen people. He's going to take care of those that believe on him, which are the elect, all right? The 144 and the 1/3. Let's go back to Psalm 7 and 16. His mischief shall return upon his own head, right? Them nukes, you're going to kill each other. And his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. 17. What is that word pate? Let me look into this word. What does that word pate mean? It's an interesting word. Bear with me. Head, crown of head, top of head. Yeah. And that news gonna hit you right on your head. Boom. And what head? The head of your empire, which is America. Yeah, man. Hey, America, you're through. Because once America's destroyed, you Edomites are out of power. Hey, that's beautiful, man. That's a beautiful word right there. Pate. Let's get back. 17. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. Right. We are singing praise to Yahweh Bashim Shai. 2020 year of prophecy is litty. And that's all through the spirit power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. It's exciting. I love seeing this. We love seeing this. We love seeing proud devils like General Wolters speak about a flexible first policy, right? What's the word that he used? I want to jack it up. Flexible first strike. We like seeing that because we know that, hey, the third world cometh quickly, man. All right, we see World War III coming. All we could do is gotta wait for a couple of more prophecies to open up, and we're seeing the beginning, the fruits of it. All right, the beginning stages of it. You're seeing pestilence being spread out. You're seeing literally the economy's deteriorating, which is they're going to have to implement martial law. All right. You're seeing the RFID chip coming onto the main stage. All right. Now they're making it look like it's trendy and fun to use, but eventually they're going to make it mandatory. And once that's made mandatory, that's it. Hey, the nukes are going to start flying right after that, because once the chip starts being made mandatory, we don't got that much time left. So Lord willing, is edifying. Hey, you got your proud generals. Hey, what do you Edomites got to say about this? You so-called white people. You got your proud generals talking about a flexible first strike that they're ignoring their American deterrence policy. They're all for preemptive strike now. Okay, look at and he's all cool about it. All right, and this is the times that we're coming to because nuclear war is inevitable. And with that, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakak, Radash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, Rubel, and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there, pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life to do so for Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith. As you can see, we're almost out of here. Shalom. We're getting close. And of course, Abba Ball. Shalom.